go! Mike and John got it going on. Mike and John got it going on.
Well, it's good to see we made it to Wardrobe this morning.
We did.
Mike and John got it going on, a Friday edition, brought to you by Jordan Genso, official Giggle Realtor. How about the new duds?
That's true. Why don't you stand up and show them what's on the back? It's easier for you to stand
Can you
up.
see it?
Yeah, you can.
Look at that.
All right. Well, you're kind of in the way of the logo. Move over to the side a little bit. There you go.
Better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who needs radio? Not you.
Not me.
Not us.
I'm busy.
All right.
All right, so here we go. Friday, we're going to talk to the great Bonnie Runyan. We'll check in with Rhonda at Torch 180, get an update on the Gala and what's happening at Torch and Torch 180. When are those food trucks hitting the streets?
Why, are you hungry?
A little bit. And we'll also find out if we got a winner in last night's trivia question, TNT last night, Thursday night trivia. So we'll get to that and more. But first, a look at local news, brought to you by Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton.
All right, here's what's going on. A woman gave birth in the parking lot of the Green Oak Township Costco store over the weekend. According to the Green Oak Township Fire Department, a couple were en route to the hospital Saturday when they realized the baby was coming. So they pulled over into the parking lot of the Costco wholesale store at Lee Road and contacted Livingston County EMS. Emergency responders arrived to assist with the delivery, which was successful and without complications. The mother and baby were then taken to the hospital by ambulance and were reported to be doing well. We appreciated all the comments on our Facebook
There was
page
quite a
about
few.
the rotisserie chicken, for the free rotisserie chicken that they got.
To get a gas discount.
Did they go away with 2 or 3 pack of babies? No, just the baby that she delivered.
They should have threw in some free diapers on things.
Right, you would think. Maybe they would. So, all's well that ends well, as they say. The prosecution is moving forward for a man charged with assaulting a girl under the age of 13 back in 2015 while in Livingston County. 34-year-old Jonathan Truax is charged with 7 counts of first-degree criminal sexual conduct and 2 counts of second-degree CSC. His case had been on hold after he had filed a motion to disqualify the Livingston County Prosecutor's Office from prosecuting his case. That was initially denied by the Michigan Court of Appeals, and then last week the Michigan Supreme Court declined to take up the case, saying the justices were not persuaded the question presented should be reviewed by that court. Court records show a scheduling conference has now been set for April 14th in front of Livingston County Circuit Court Judge Miriam Kavanaugh. If convicted, Truax could face up to life in prison. And Cleary University invites high school students to an esports skill building camp this summer at the Howell campus. Cleary is one of only a few universities in eastern Michigan that offer esports, a new rapidly growing competitive sport among high school and college students across the country. Members of the Cleary esports team will serve as mentors, and Coach Nathan Benton will oversee the camp. Esports enthusiasts will learn from WHAC conference leaders. Students will sharpen their gaming skills, connect with other players, and enjoy the experience of playing in Cleary University's new state-of-the-art esports arena. The esports camps are open to students in grades 9 through 12. Cleary will provide a morning snack and a lunch. Early drop-off and late pickup are available. The cost for each week-long camp is $998. You'll find the details and links on our website, mikeandjohnpodcast.com. And that's what's going on.
And, of course, news brought to you by Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton. Open and ready to serve you during the construction. Stop by and see them today. Mark and Barb Binkley priding themselves on offering great quality jewelry and merchandise, along with that great service, too. If you need cleanings, repairs, or if you'd like a family heirloom reimagined, an antique diamond recleaned and repositioned, put into a new setting. They can do that for you.
Right.
They also have great designs from Simon G. and Zagani as well. Stop by and see them today in downtown Brighton. Matter of fact, Barb will be joining us. Do we got to move your leg?
No, I got to.
What's your leg doing under my chair?
I'm trying to center you. You got to move over that way.
Why don't you just tell me, move your butt over.
Okay, there. That's better.
In the middle of the commercial. Stop and see.
This is bothering me.
Wow. This was not a part of the pre-show.
I'm sorry.
Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton and online, cooperandbinkleyjewelers.com. Did you check out the trivia question from last night?
I did.
Did you fall in line with the answer?
I did not.
No?
I don't know. I didn't see the answer.
See,
I gotta look up the
you
answer.
get on me when I don't
Yeah,
give you the question.
You
with
did
the
send it.
answer.
I did see that. Yeah, I saw that.
All right, so let's talk about the question.
Yeah.
I think it was 40% of American drivers surveyed
Right.
said they never do this unless they're forced to. And there were some great answers, whether it's merging or stopping for gas, whatever it may be. Go through some of the great guesses we had this
Well,
morning.
first of all, of course, trivia brought to you by our OG sponsor, Firehouse Doors, serving Livingston County for 25 years. You can give them a call, 810-599-7480. Unsurpassed service and quality products, of course, for 22 years. They are Livingston County's only CHI overhead door distributor. So check them out, Firehouse Doors, today. All right, so now having seen the answer, I can say that
Are you part of the 40%?
I am part of the 40%.
There are some people where you know this is so true.
Yeah. I'm not quite that bad, but more, in that direction.
In that vein of things.
So some of the answers people threw out there, pull over.
Right. Especially when the cops
Right,
are
I
behind
think
you.
that was it, because it
Yeah.
was Madonna, and she put a little flashing light, so.
You ever have those moments where you're like, I really should pull over because maybe you drop something in the passenger's
Right.
side on the floor.
But then you go, I can do it.
Do I have a pen? I can
Yeah.
kind of wedge that thing toward me.
This
You
is
know,
safe.
Maybe it's a French fry. I don't know. You're going after that.
This is safe. I know what I'm doing.
That Budweiser's going to spill all over the passenger side. No.
A curly fry. I got it.
That's a tip too that we should recommend. If you're going to get fries for the car, curly fries much easier to retrieve.
It's true.
than straight fries.
That is very true.
You can always hook them with a pen or whatever you got.
Right, you got a little bit more
Finger,
surface area to grab a hold of. Yeah.
Exactly. So,
Okay.
McDonald's should make curly fries.
Beep their horn.
Yeah. Well, there's sometimes I would be embarrassed. There's certain vehicles I've had in the past where the horn's kind of
Doesn't.
wimpy. Yeah, if you've got a sissy horn or whatever, not like Uncle Ted.
Get a
Ooga. You get one of those.
I'd actually kind of like one of those. It would get people's attention.
It sure would.
Have their high beams on.
Yeah.
People, and sometimes you're driving and somebody, oh my God, they got their high beams on. They're blinding you. You flash your lights to let them know, and then they turn on their brights to let you know, like, no, these are my regular lights. And you're like, oh my God.
The LEDs are pretty much high beams as they are anyway.
Right.
So,
They,
but it has nothing. It really has nothing to do with the function of the vehicle.
no, or the driving thereof.
Yeah. So I know some folks that like change a tire. You are kind of forced to do that at times, or cultural.
Susie said, flip someone off.
If you're forced to do that,
You're messaging your fellow drivers.
it's just a form of communication.
Right.
That's all. You're saying hi with one finger. Any other good ones in there?
Brandon said, just drive drunk.
It's
don't
not-
suggest
you
that.
don't
No,
force
no.
to. You're not forced to do that.
Use your blinker. Yeah, like we said, it's not really has anything to do
There
with the
are some
operation of the
people
vehicle.
you have a feeling they don't really know how to
Oh my
use a
God.
turn signal.
How many times are you
Or
like,
it's like-
you're waiting to pull out and you see someone coming and they're coming, from the left, and you're like, and they don't put their blinker on, and then at the
then
last
they-
second they turn right in front of you, and you're like,
Really, dude?
really?
I missed the
And
opportunity.
then you miss because then on the other, then the traffic, and you would that was your shot right there. And if you knew they were turning, you could have pulled out. And
That's when you're forced to use the finger. To
That's
say-
when you signal your fellow driver,
That's
like,
right.
thank you. Oh, sorry.
Hey,
Thank you.
was that a left turn finger?
That's right.
The correct answer, and I don't think anybody got it. I know Ann came close with like clean your window,
Right.
your windshield. The answer is actually clean out your car.
Just clean your car.
with all the crap that's in there.
It's a lot of crap.
I hate having clutter in my car. That's why you reach for that curly fry with your pen or pencil.
I mean,
at the
I
time.
don't have like garbage on the floor of my car, but cleaning is a seasonal thing.
Spring cleaning.
It's
sure.
like maybe once or twice a year I will clean out my car.
I try and keep
Or when
it.
or I'll just let my wife borrow it, and then she's like, "Oh my God, I have to clean this car." I'm like, "Yeah, sure,
Thank you.
thank you."
All right. So nobody got the correct answer. We'll have another trivia question coming your way on Monday, of course, courtesy of our friends and OG sponsors, Firehouse Doors. An article yesterday came out about a new bill in North Carolina. The legislature is talking about prohibiting local youth sports teams from awarding those participation trophies.
Okay.
I mean, when you got to go government level on this thing.
Really? Just don't. Why do you have to order it? Just don't do it.
Well, that would be the thing. I don't know if somebody's afraid to not do it because you might hurt somebody's feelings, by not giving a participating award. I've always thought they were silly to begin with.
Right.
But then again, those companies that make those necklaces and little awards.
Well, they're all in China.
Well, the companies that sell them to sports teams and leagues, they lose a few bucks.
Well, I'm not worried about that.
But I look at, all the trophies and things like that my kids have gotten through the years, and I'm like, okay, that looks pretty impressive when you see a shelf on the wall with a few trophies, and then you see a few that are just the ribbons, the neck.
Well, I think of the scene from Meet the Fockers, where he goes into sixth place, and you're like, really?
Yeah. Well, that's about, I'd rather see him have a sixth place, at least you placed, instead of you were there.
How many kids were competing? 6. I don't know. I somewhat see the value of it in certain particular situations.
What, participating?
Yeah.
Like you were there?
I mean, I could see, like I said, in certain particular situations where it's just like...
You paid to play? So
kind of, a little bit. Like,
okay, gotta give you a little something.
Especially, but then it does get out of hand. I mean, there's no doubt that there are times where you're like, oh, okay.
All right, here you go.
Here you go. And you do see that the competitors that are in the top ranks, it somewhat dilutes their...
I don't know. I look at it like, well, they won, I didn't. I got to try harder next time.
That's the theory behind it, and I think it's so overblown. But the whole thing. If you don't offer them. You have to get the government involved. And then where was this guy at?
It was in North Carolina. Okay. The legislature is going to vote on that. It was let's see.
Okay, and here's the thing:
Tim Moffitt, Bobby Hanig, and Eddie Settle.
Okay, so here's the thing. They're Republicans. All right, fine. But Republicans generally at least say that they want smaller government. They're for less government intrusion in your life. That's what their stated, party platform is. Small government that doesn't intrude into your lives. But we're going to make sure you don't have any participation medals. I'm like, okay. We're going to legislatively say that? All right, sure.
I think Stormy Daniels got his participation medal.
It was gold.
I'm sure it was. At the end of the day, it was a pot of gold. Okay. Other things going on?
I want to remind you again about the Dio. Of course, unfortunately, we talked about this yesterday. They had a breakout case of COVID-19 in the cast, so they had to cancel their performances this weekend of Rent. But they have their chicken dinners that they're trying to sell this weekend. Of course, they had to put in the food for the weekend, and they don't want that to go to waste. So if you want to take it easy this weekend and just order an awesome chicken dinner, help out the Dio. You don't have to cook. It's a win-win. You can do that. Go online, and you can book a time to come pick up your dinner. Basically, a nice chicken dinner with all the fixings and for under $15. And we'll put the link up again. That you can do that. So they'll be doing that Friday and Saturday. There are slots available to do that. So go check it out.
Take advantage of that. Yep.
Check it out.
So yesterday, of course, we mentioned Jordan Genso is the official Giggle Realtor. So if you're looking to buy or sell a home in and around Livingston County, Jordan is the guy to go to using his years of experience, his knowledge of the area, and of course, in one of our Jor bits, there was a couple of misleading bits.
Well,
one
he
being
didn't,
the SEAL team.
Yeah, he didn't send us a drawer bit earlier this week, so we made it up. I said he was on SEAL Team 6.
And I was close. I just got the wrong form of dancing when it came to Jordan's talents. Right. I thought he was a break dancer.
You said he was a break dancer. He had a piece of cardboard in his trunk that he would take out and break dance.
That piece of cardboard was there for another reason. It wasn't there for break dancing.
Here's the weird thing. We were somewhat close. Obviously, he wasn't on SEAL Team 6.
I missed it by.
But it turned out he at one point had been considering perhaps going the military route.
And getting a pet seal.
Well, yes, okay. But then the breakdancing thing.
Yeah, I was close. Right, I saw the wrong performance.
He had earlier this week, Jordan, of course, on the Brighton District Library Board, had mentioned that they have this library of things there. And one of the things you can do is rent out a VHS converter. You got old VHS tapes, you want to digitize them. So he was able to check that out and digitize this video that he's
of his dancing abilities
hiding for a long time. Wait a minute, what's going on there?
Whoa, that's hey, who's she? But that's not what Jordan put. There's some things behind the scenes. I think we've been hacked by TikTok. I told you not to do the TikTok thing.
Hold
the
on.
Chinese are hacking our
on.
show right now.
Hold on, shut up.
So, long story short, Jordan, I'll stall for time while you get rid of the Chinese.
What happened there? I had it all set. Now it's what the heck?
I don't know if she was wiggling or what that was.
I'm glad I previewed it before I clicked.
So Jordan apparently took jazz as a kid and was a part of a performance of Newsies.
Yeah.
So he had, as John said, reconstructed that video from VHS to digital, and we're waiting for the circle to go around and around and around. There it is. It's like, nope, now we got to skip an ad.
Okay.
Is that for Verbo?
Verbo? Yeah, I don't know. Oh, come on, man.
Now we're back to the Chinese dancing.
Okay. This is,
Technology has beat us today.
All right, hold on.
What's new? No, we're not going to. Let's just not show that.
No,
You're just determined to show Jordan dancing in Newsies.
What the hell?
Well, let's just do this. If you need a realtor with experience serving in the Livingston community area, call Jordan today, 248-444-9777. He recommends you buy a home with wood floors, by the way. You can jazz dance on that thing like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah.
Find him online, Jordan Genso, community servant, community realtor. You'll be able to pull up the Newsies video a lot easier than John is.
There you go. Got it.
There it is.
All right, so
which one is he?
The sound is muted because we don't want to run into the copyright thing again.
Which one is Jordan?
Jordan, I believe, is this individual right here in the middle. But if you want to get a better picture,
there he is.
There's a little bit of a close-up.
Little Jord.
Little Jord.
That was going to be his rapper name. Little Jord.
Little Jord. But here you can see, check it out, his moves here. Yeah. Newsies, I believe this is 1993, and they are somewhat breakdancing. Look at this.
I think I was.
I'm thinking.
There. You call that jazz, but that's a little break.
That's a little breakdancing.
I think so.
So.
I think if he was a little older at the time, he could, or maybe born, he could have been in Breakin'.
or Electric Boogaloo.
Remember the movie Breakin'?
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Right. Well, thanks to Jordan for being our official Giggle realtor. Let's check in with the great Bonnie Runyan and see what's happening in Runyanville today. By the way, you can order your new Giggle gear if you go to our website, mikeandjohnpodcast.com. Click on the merch section.
Yes,
it's available.
Good morning.
You have to be smart enough to know how to click onto the merge section.
Oh,
the merch section.
You're smart enough.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, or not.
So what's new with Bonnie this week?
What is new with Bonnie this week? I love to crochet words. I have not done any words. The last time I crocheted words was 2017. Well,
wait a minute. You made us a crochet thing, and that wasn't 2017.
I mean big words.
Oh, big words. Yeah.
Not simple ones.
What I'm working on right now, and I'm on my last row of words, is it's all about, everything is small letters except the next word. It's all about love and laughter and helping others.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Now, I'm just sitting here crocheting this. I've just thought of something. I have stuff hanging all over my walls. What are my kids ever going to do with it? I don't know. But I come up with an idea. How about at my card playing wake, they have all these up for sale, and the highest bidder gets to have it and donate the money to their favorite charity.
I like that. That's very nice. You're doing this during a card playing session?
Well, I've planned my card playing wake.
So
this is after you've departed.
So you've gone to heaven.
You've gone to join your husband.
We're sitting there playing cards, probably euchre.
Yeah.
Would it be euchre?
It can be anything you want.
Okay. All right.
My favorite game is five-handed. Oh, Lord.
Pinochle? No.
Yes.
Oh.
Five-handed Pinochle.
Okay.
Pinochle. That's fun to spell.
It is fun.
Obviously, played it for a long time.
It's Pinochle, by the way.
You play Pinochle?
Yeah, Pinochle. Pinochle.
Do you play it?
No, I do not.
No, he can spell
But
it.
I can
he
spell
doesn't
it.
play
Well, that surprised me because that's one thing that I think is so savvy about John, how smart he is with his smartphone computer that he can look up all that information while you're on.
Yeah, I mean, I could fake my way through a game of Pinochle as long as I have my phone with me.
Yeah, what do I play next?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So you're already planning, and this would be like a celebration, of course.
That's right.
Right.
Amen. Amen.
All right.
Right.
So as a celebration, we're in the card hall at the church, doing cards, and people can bid on your crochet,
Handiwork.
your handiwork, and then that money they will go to charity.
Yes.
That's
Of their
Wow,
That's very nice.
and it is, and
thought
you've
of that this
sat and
morning.
thought about that
I just thought of that this morning
as you were crocheting.
as I was crocheting.
Now, do you crochet at the table, or is it like a rocking chair thing?
Oh, it's a rocking chair thing.
I was going to say that
Does
seems
that
to
help
me
you
that
give you the rhythm?
the groove. What's the saying that goes with crocheting? Isn't it like knit one, something two, or something like that?
No.
Knit pearl, something like that.
Knit, yeah. Okay. Knit one pearl.
Knit one pearl.
No, that's knit.
That's knitting.
Crochet is all chains
Yeah.
and crochets and yeah.
And you have the little hook thing,
Yes,
correct?
the little.
Okay. See, I know a thing or two, John. I didn't have to use my phone
No,
for
you
that.
did
How
not.
about that?
Yeah, we could tell.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at
So, have you ever gotten through partially through one of your crochet pieces where you misspelled something?
Oh,
Well, of course.
See, those things can happen. You get so involved. What
But
was?
now you have two choices.
right. What do you do?
You can rip it out. Crocheting is easy to rip out. Knitting is not.
Ah.
Or you can say the Amish believes you have to have an error because then you know it's handmade.
Oh, all right.
yeah.
Interesting theory.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it makes it more valuable because it's
Right.
rare.
Yeah. This doesn't have any mistakes in it. I don't want this.
Like if you were crocheting Pinochle and you didn't know you didn't have your phone to look up how to spell it.
You got it. You got it.
So now let's go back to Pinochle for a second here.
Yes.
It's similar to, if I'm not mistaken, isn't it similar to euchre? It's like a little more advanced.
Just more detailed
Yeah.
in advance.
Okay, and you use more cards.
Yes. And what is the neatest thing about the 5-handed one is that you call for one card, and the first person after you that has that card, you two are partners. The other 3 are against you. That's that's my favorite card game. You can go up and down just like a yo-yo.
I bet.
All right.
And then you're like, I hope they don't have that card. They're terrible at Pinochle.
Yeah. Or, yeah. I mean, so like you said, play anything you want. Just laugh and tell the stories.
All right, we'll play Go Fish.
All right. Well, we've got
Now we
that
know.
set. It's a bit of a,
But it's, it would make Bonnie happy.
Yeah.
And that's, remembering the life, celebrating the life. And cards a big part of Bonnie's life.
Oh, if my husband hadn't been a card player, he'd never been my husband.
Was he a good card player?
Yes.
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yes.
What was his game?
He loved to play poker
Yeah.
up at Runyan Brothers Construction.
Right.
They together. I don't know. I believe it was every Thursday night.
Yeah, I don't see them playing Pinochle at Runyan Brothers Construction.
They're in the back.
No, it seems more like a poker place.
It was illegal games, right? Wasn't one of those illegal
playing for
operations.
matchsticks, obviously.
Yep.
Amongst
Yep.
friends, there wasn't a certain knock to get in.
No,
It's not a speakeasy.
Wrong. You're too short.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Bonnie, it's always a pleasure chatting with you on a Friday, and we wish you the best this weekend. We'll talk to you next week.
good. I'm glad we're going to be on next week.
Us too.
As far as
I
we
mean,
know,
as far
we're
as
going
we
to be
know,
here.
anything can happen, I guess.
TikTok hasn't shut us down
No,
yet.
not yet. All right, have a good weekend, Bonnie.
You guys are awesome, amazing. I love being connected to you.
No, us
Love
too.
Us
We
the
feel the
same
same
way.
way.
All right, Bonnie. Have a great weekend. Say hi to all the Runyans.
Oh, I will. We're celebrating a birthday tomorrow.
All right.
Okay.
Whose birthday? Give a quick shout out.
My bonus daughters. Happy birthday. Hey, that's one thing I miss about the old station. Is being able to call and harass Mike and John about, oh, hey, I got another name for the birthday
Well,
list.
you
Well,
can call and harass us anytime.
You know, we have a Giggle line. You can
Yeah.
call anytime, Bonnie.
Oh, my God. Don't go there.
Oh, here.
Oh, well.
Do you,
Sorry.
do you know the Giggo number? It's right above us.
Yeah.
It just hovers there.
517-525-9052. You have carte blanche to call anytime, Bonnie.
Yeah.
Okay, 517.
525-9052.
525-9092.
No, 52.
52. So it's-
9052.
Yeah. So 517-525-9052.
Thank you.
All right.
All right. You and anybody else
All
can
right.
call us on that number. and
They sure
harass
can.
us. It's a good thing we have voicemail.
Yeah.
All right. Bonnie, we'll talk to you next week.
You got it, guys.
All right.
Be safe and enjoy life.
You
do
too.
the same.
All right. Bye-bye.
And always a
Bye-bye.
pleasure talking to Bonnie Runyan.
Speaking of birthdays, we did get a birthday wish. Laura Schicker celebrating today. And I got to do the math here.
Uh-oh.
I believe Laura is, let's see, 60,
now he's shaking when he's doing
62 years young.
62.
So happy birthday to Laura Schicker.
Yeah, Laura Schicker. We appreciate you checking in.
Absolutely.
You can enter birthdays on our website via the Facebook or via the
You know,
email.
he's calling on the Giggle line,
Or you-
517-525-9052.
Or you can do that too.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else we have to cover before we get to our 2-cent history lesson?
Yeah, we've got to get the cover off the pool.
Yeah, we do.
You know,
we're
it's
not going to
pool
do it
season.
ourselves.
No, we're going to call Roman's Pool Supplies
too
and
lazy
Service.
for that.
Well, hell yeah. What are you-
It's pool
Look at
opening
the
time.
kind of people are gonna do
You're
that.
getting yours open pretty soon.
I am
aren't you?
getting it open pretty early.
Yeah.
And there's advantages to that. And, you know, sometimes people like it more like late April, early May, or mid-May.
We're early May kind of people.
But we're doing ours here early April. The advantage to doing that is you open it up sooner. There's less time for the water to become green, which it shouldn't. You
should open it on St. Patty's Day then.
But yes, Roman's Pool Supplies and Service, your pool's best defense. And of course, throughout the summer, they are the place to go to in terms of getting your chemicals and pool maintenance. And they've really been outstanding through the years, and we've always appreciated their work. And speaking of work, if you're looking for a summer job, they are hiring. All right, anyone over 18 can apply. And again, it's a great summer job, whether you're working inside the showroom in Brighton or Howell, or you're out with one of the crews that are maintaining the pools. Again, they have competitive wages and just a great place to work, so you can apply today. Roman's Pools.
And let's see. Today is the last day of March.
Right.
That means tomorrow's April Fool's Day.
It does. Are we
Putting up a for sale sign somewhere? Maybe.
calling Rhonda?
Oh, yeah, we can call Rhonda.
Well, you were going into the 2 cents.
I was just looking at a couple of things
Oh,
here.
okay.
So
I'm sorry.
Well,
No, okay, then you okay. You go ahead.
All right, it is World Backup Day, so I'm going to back up and call Rhonda.
All right. Well, no, I thought we were going.
No, you're right. You're right. I misstepped. You had me confused after the whole Jordan video. I'm discombobulated. All right, so we're going to give Rhonda a call from Torch 180 and see what's going on in the updates with the Gala, the Masquerade Gala, and things that happen on Saturdays at Torch 180 as well.
Right.
Throughout, I think it's like every other Saturday. I don't know if I got disconnected or
Sometimes it takes a second.
I don't hear the ringing, but I see the countdown.
Yeah, I hate when that happens.
So we'll try this again. Let's redial.
Yeah, why don't you redial that, will you?
That's how you tell me to do it. That's what I do.
Right.
I don't know why it's not doing its thing.
Why is it not?
Maybe she's
What's
maybe
its thing?
maybe she's muted us. I don't know.
Okay. No, it's weird. You're seeing the count, but there's no dial.
Try yours.
Hello?
It's like prom date. See, she wasn't ready for the call yet. So you put it on speaker.
I had to do it. That's
Hello?
Hi, Rhonda. It's Mike and John.
plug it in there.
Hi.
All right, hold on. Let me do this. All right, you still with us? Wow, why is it not?
Okay.
Are we better now?
Yeah.
That's why we couldn't hear it. You didn't have that on.
Are you there?
Yeah.
Oh,
All
okay.
right, there we
you
go. We're having a
Almost
couple
there
technical.
every time.
How about that?
Okay.
All right. So what's going on at Torch 180?
Oh my gosh, so much stuff. Particularly the gala. That is like we're
Is there a gala?
There's a gala?
sleeping that.
Yeah.
There's a gala coming
Oh,
up.
wow, I
Yeah,
hadn't
2
heard.
weeks from yesterday.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Tickets are pretty much sold out, aren't they?
Tickets
Pretty
are pretty
close.
much sold out. We have room for 3 more corporate sponsors. Because we've kind of been holding those. I mean, they're available online, but we've had a few people verbally say that they want to get those, and so we're waiting to see what happens with those. So we might be having a few more bronze opportunities unless we sell those. But we have no more tickets. The seats are going to be full.
all right, that's good news.
Yeah.
But still some
Yeah,
sponsorships
that's
available.
really
So
good
if people want to get in on that. And again, this is coming up Thursday, April 13th at Mount Brighton. And we're looking forward to it to help MC the event. And, we still haven't decided on our mask choices.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Do you have lost and found masks from anywhere? Wait a minute. Maybe the students could make us our MC masks as a project.
I think they're busy enough. Don't you?
Well, actually, I might have somebody who might want to take that on.
Oh, really?
Really?
Okay.
All right.
Let me check, and I will let you know.
Oh, okay.
All right. Otherwise, we're going to have to.
It's just-
Otherwise, we're going to have to go to
all it's
one of the
gonna be
local
is
theaters.
It's just going to be a piece of paper across our face. Here. You've never looked better.
Do you remember the unknown comic?
Oh,
Or the
there you
line-
go.
We'll just put a paper bag over our head.
I think nope, never mind. I think we've just solved our problem.
We don't have to get it.
I think we know what we're going to do now. Right, so lots to do to get ready for that. And then, of course, in the meantime, you're still running Torch 180.
Yeah, that just, oh my gosh, we're getting some amazing partnerships going. Every day, new customers, constantly. I can't believe we just have grown huge. I mean, I might have mentioned this on the show before, but we did, in January of this year, we quadrupled what we did in January of last year in terms of business.
That's awesome.
And so, it's really cool because when I have the students here, they need to be working, and if we don't have enough customers and they're not working, they're not really learning a lot, and so that's frustrating. So it's been good though, because we have been pretty steadily busy in there, and they're hanging in there. And our kitchen manager Melanie is in Hawaii this week and next week, and I told them on Tuesday, I'm like, you better step up because Mel's not here, and I don't really want to have to help a lot. So, but they're fine. They're like they're doing great.
I have no doubt. And you've got a new menu coming up, right?
We have a new menu coming up next week. We're going to feature Anna, our new student. So we've been drawing names of who gets to tell us about the menu for the month. And Anna's name was chosen, and she was so excited. And I don't have her menu right in front of me, but I know she told me she actually was doing an exploratory program here. Then she decided that she wanted to do the full program. And she told me last week, she said, I just feel like I'm part of the family.
Oh, well, that's
So-
awesome. That's awesome.
That was really cool. Yeah, and she was so excited about her menu. So I know there's good stuff on it. I know that there's a chicken noodle soup and I believe a ham and Swiss panini and a BLT, I think, panini.
Well, that's all you need.
But I can't remember anything else that she chose.
Oh, that's okay.
It's not fair to talk about all this food because I was from the top of the show. I've been hungry.
Well, he did ask early. He
Oh,
wanted to know. So when does the Torch food truck hit the road? Has it already started?
No. We have to have weather that's not too cold.
Right.
Particularly cold wind, because if the wind is cold, we can't get the propane to heat up and we can't get the engine to start because it's diesel.
Right.
Well, that's what they tell me. It's because it's diesel. So it's not out yet. I'm looking at potentially May. I'm actually trying to get a crew together who will be willing to, come out and to do that. Because we really need a cook besides me, and so we've been looking for one. I think I have a couple volunteers who are interested in doing that. So hopefully that'll get out in May as the weather hopefully starts to warm up.
Yeah, and that is the hallmark of great leadership is delegation.
Oh,
you gotta learn how to delegate.
Well, I don't know if I'm a great leader.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm a great leader, but I do know.
I do know you have
I
to
do know how to delegate.
Right. But seriously, I think too many people are reluctant to kind of let go of the reins of things. and then they take
Sure.
on too much. They take on too much, and so right.
And then you can't sustain.
Right, and so
And I know when we first did this, it was Sarah and I in the truck,
Right.
And so I think it was really, really hard to begin to let other people in. But now we probably have 27 or 28 rotating volunteers for the torch.
That's awesome.
I don't do a lot with it. I take some meetings and I advise them when they need it, but I really am not, I don't have to be that hands-on. So I was thinking the other day that I miss going into the neighborhood, so I'm probably going to do that some. But just as, when I have time and as I feel like I want to go talk to people. But pretty much if the goal for this year is to get the truck fully being done by other people. We started off that way last year, but our cook had to quit. And so then it was like, it was me again. And so I was like, no, we gotta do better this year. We gotta get more than one. So
Right.
So we've been really actively looking. I think we've got a couple of drivers and we've got people to help with the outside. We've got people to help with the window. So now it's mostly just finding the
Looking for
person
the
who's
chef, yeah.
willing to run the grill. Yeah.
All right. Well, good.
Yeah.
Well, we've got a lunch for two to give away here.
Yes, we do.
As
I
we
have to
do
go over to the
every
Hopper.
Friday. I go over to the Hopper, and we'll grab that out and give away free lunch for two. And I know that some of the folks. I think last week our winner was super happy. I believe it was Madonna. Was
Yes.
super happy to have been the winner. She was very excited about that. And this week, Dawn Turner. Congratulations. Dawn Turner.
Oh, yay, Dawn.
Yeah, you know Dawn,
Oh my
right?
gosh, she's awesome.
There's
I do.
right, and
7-Eleven Dawn.
absolutely right, and we knew her mom, Rita.
Yeah. Oh my
from
gosh.
7-Eleven.
You're right.
right?
God rest her soul. Rest in peace for Rita. But
There's never a better person than Rita in
Yeah.
this world.
Oh, there really was.
my
Rita
what a
and-
sweetheart.
yeah, we met Rita way back when Hurricane Katrina hit. And she
Oh, wow.
loaded up a trailer to bring supplies down to the folks that were affected
Yeah.
down there. So that was
Oh,
what,
that figures.
2006, I want to
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
And we helped publicize
Awesome.
it, and that's when we first got to know Rita. And we knew
Oh,
her all these
wow.
years. And so I know Dawn has done a great job as well. So congratulations
She's
to
actually on my torch board, so
Oh,
I'm
well-
really glad she won
Wait
that.
a minute. Can she still win?
yeah, of course she can.
It's not Torch 180, it's the torch.
Legal we have an opinion from the lawyers. This just in. No, absolutely. So Dawn, congratulations! You got a free lunch for two
Hey.
at Torch 180.
All right. Rhonda,
I love
we'll chat again next week. Have a great week and say hi to everybody
Sounds
at Torch
good.
180. All right. Thanks for joining us
All
as
right,
always.
take care, guys.
All right,
You do
bye-bye.
the same.
Yep,
All right.
bye.
It's as we mentioned, it's the 31st of March. Today is World Backup Day.
Back that thing up.
You got to back that thing up.
Back
of course,
that
we're
thing
talking
up.
your computer.
Oh,
But Jordan could do that on the dance floor, as you know.
as you saw those
right.
moves.
It's National She's Funny That Way Day.
Is she though?
Yeah. Honoring women in your life that make you laugh.
Oh, okay.
It's also Eiffel Tower Day and Bunsen Burner Day. Remember the Bunsen burner in
do.
school? You got to click that thing and light it up and
Right.
bend glass. That was kind
And
of fun.
glass. What are you
Glass tubes?
woodworking or? I mean,
Well, yeah, you can make glass straws using the Bunsen burner. That's what we used it for.
I don't believe that was an approved class project.
It was. As I remember.
Okay. I remember using it to for chemical experiments.
Oh, they wouldn't let me near
in
the
chemistry,
chemicals.
You know.
we weren't that advanced.
Okay.
We were bending glass, making curvy straws. Uh-huh. They didn't have juice boxes back then, and I didn't get a participation medal. All right, yeah, Bunsen Burner Day and Eiffel Tower Day because it opened on this day in 1889. The Eiffel Tower did, and officially opened. It was denounced as a monstrosity by local artists and writers.
Look at this thing.
Yeah.
And now
Now
Paris
people-
is defined by the Eiffel Tower. You can't think of Paris without thinking of the Eiffel Tower.
Isn't it in every movie about Paris?
Pretty much, yeah.
It was on this day in 1918. Daylight saving time went into effect
yeah.
for the first time in the U.S.
Great
and
plan.
everyone was happy ever since
Great
then.
plan, yeah.
1918. We haven't fixed that yet.
Even though they've talked about it, they've agreed on it. There was a bill last year that made it through, but then they couldn't. It stalled out because they couldn't make a decision on whether to keep to stop it where daylight savings was in effect and then just freeze it, or wait till it fell off and then freeze it there. So it's like, whatever.
Maybe they
I don't
should pick
care.
a-
Just
why don't they
pick.
go on to half hour?
Just, come on, rock, paper, scissors.
Something.
Get McConnell and Schumer out there. Just rock, paper, scissors, and we're done here.
Well, maybe they should wrestle or fist fight.
No.
Either way, just something.
Break a hip. so our fine political system once again.
Hard at work, yeah. No, they should play quarter bounce to make the decision.
I get the feeling they already do enough of that.
You think so? It was on this day, 1923, the first dance marathon in America was held. Alma Cummings set a world record by spending 27 hours on her feet.
Wow.
Did you ever have dance marathons in high school and stuff? I remember we had one when I was in high school.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
My wife was a part of it. I dropped by for a few minutes.
Typical guy.
In and out. We're done.
Woman's doing all the work. Guy just stops it for a couple minutes. I'm out of here.
Yeah. 1958.
Moving on.
Chuck Berry's classic rock and roll single "Johnny Be Good" was released on this day, 1958.
The old log cabin made of earth and wood.
Yeah.
Lived a little boy named Johnny Be Good.
You know, he
Never
could play,
learned to read or write so well.
but he could play guitar like ringing a bell. No more because we'll get the
you're
notice.
Oh yeah, sorry.
It's on this day, 1967. Jimi Hendrix set fire to his guitar live on stage for the first time. It was an appearance in London. It was the first night of a 24-date tour with the Walker Brothers, Cat Stevens, and Engelbert Humperdink. That's a mix and a half, isn't
quite
it?
a bill.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do you think Engelbert and Jimmy were hanging out?
I think they were. I think Engelbert, just
Chatting music?
because his name is Engelbert Humperdink, doesn't mean he wasn't a cool
Was that
cat.
his actual real name?
I don't know.
I don't know if you could make up a name like that.
I mean-
So on this day, 1977, the world's fastest mental mathematician raced a UNIVAC computer in deriving the 23rd root of a 201-digit number. The UNIVAC took 67 seconds. The woman whose name was Devi sat with her eyes closed, did the same calibration in her head in just 50 seconds. Way to go, Devi.
Engelbert Humperdinck's birth name, Arnold Dorsey.
So it was a stage name.
Yeah.
Engelbert
It was, I guess there was a
Humperdink.
German composer named Engelbert Humperdinck, and he just took the name. Said, this'll work. They'll remember Engelbert.
What
They're
was
not going to remember
Engelbert's-
Arnold.
Was Engelbert, wasn't it After the Lovin'? No, that was, I can't
Was
remember.
that Tom Jones? No, I thought
No, After the Lovin' was Herb Alpert or something like that.
Okay.
1995, baseball players agreed to end a 232-day strike after a judge granted a preliminary injunction against club owners. I guess we'll go back to play. We get paid for it. Engelbert Humperdinck's biggest hits.
Looking it up.
None Ringing a Bell. After the Lovin'? I don't know. I think he did all remakes anyway. He was a Vegas guy, right?
Oh, yeah.
Or a K-Tel. 2011.
Yeah, After the Lovin', 1976.
I remember the K-Tel. Get the Albert Humperdinck's hits. 2011, Australian band Men at Work lost an appeal against a ruling which found their 1983 hit Down Under was partially copied from a folk song. Do you remember? Kookaburra Sings Under the Old Gum Tree.
Is that the one?
That's the song.
Wow.
I remember singing that in music class in elementary school.
Okay.
And when Down Under came out, I was here in Kookaburra.
Well, apparently so was the judge.
Apparently so. Record label EMI had argued that the writers did not plagiarize because the inclusion of 2 bars from the tune was a tribute to Kookaburra.
No, they didn't buy that.
No.
Okay.
That's your 2-cent history lesson. I think we learned a lot.
I think we learned
That
quite a lot.
Engelbert Humperdinck was not his real
Yeah,
name.
I don't,
And that Kookaburra sits under the old gum tree.
Right. And dance marathons.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. So, it's quite a lot.
I think so. Should we talk cars? I think we should talk cars on this segment of the program.
Do you
now
think
that
so? I guess.
If you're having car issues, let's just say that little symbol comes on your dashboard that looks like you're you don't know what it is, but it's your tire monitoring system, your tire pressure monitoring system. If that light comes on, chances are you've got a low tire pressure. And if you fix the tire pressure and everything seems right, but that light's still on, maybe you should go to Murphy's Family Auto.
I would
Get
say
that
that's
checked out.
probably a good idea. They are the place to go for tune-ups, brakes, expert electrical, computer diagnostics, wheel balancing, tire shock, suspension, batteries, air conditioning. It's the whole shebang.
It is.
Give them a call, 517-552-3040, or online, murphysfamilyauto.com.
All right, that's going to do it for us today. Here's one thing we want to remind you as we head out the door for the weekend.
Okay.
Our new gear is available.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, you can order yours, get it customized,
Go to our merch store.
sizes.
Right. MikeandJohnPodcast.com. Click the merch store, and you can order your stuff. And, of course, why don't you show them what's on the back of the shirt one more time?
Didn't we do that already?
I know. Just that way.
Get up and then move your leg again.
Move over to this. You got to move over.
Oh, I got to move over
Yeah,
here.
you
now.
got to get out of the
Is
way.
that
No,
better?
even move. Keep moving. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, perfect. The show finally looks great. Okay. Who needs radio? So, all right, yeah, check it out, merch store. Have a great weekend.
We'll see you back here Monday with Cougar.
With Mike and John. Tune in next time and giggle on.